The horse's defense mechanisms. As prey animals, horses primarily rely on flight to escape danger. However, if they feel trapped or unable to flee, they switch fiercely to fight mode. Their main defensive tools include kicking. The back kick, the rear kick is their ultimate, highly accurate warning system. A horse's kick can be powerful enough to kill a wolf, a mountain lion, or a human with a single blow. Striking. Striking with their front hooves, especially when rearing up onto their hind legs, diving. Biting. They possess powerful bites. 2. Key battles featured in the film. The film presents a collection of equine conflicts demonstrating their ability to defend and maintain dominance. A. Horses versus dogs. Curious dogs. An overly curious bulldog gets too close. The horse delivers a fast, precise kick to the dog's face, sending it stumbling backward. A second dog wisely chooses to keep its distance after witnessing the scene. The beach dog. A tired horse working on the beach gently kicks an inquisitive dog away with a subtle, yet firm, movement. B. Horses versus farm animals and wild neighbors. Horse versus camel. An assertive camel approaches the horse. To teach a lesson in respect, the horse rears up, matching the camel's height, and lands a decisive strike with its front hooves, forcing the camel to retreat. Horse versus pig. A curious pig is first kicked by one horse. A second horse then charges into the scene, driving the pig away with further warning kicks. Horse versus wild boar. A wild boar enters the horse's pasture, angering a grazing horse. The horse delivers a powerful kick directly to the boar's face the moment it gets close. The boar immediately decides never to bother the horses again. C. Horses versus predators and rivals. Horses versus wolves. Protecting a baby yak. When a hungry wolf approaches a baby yak, a group of horses acts as an unexpected alliance of heroes. They circle the yak, and their presence alone makes the predator reconsider. Horse versus alligator. An alpha horse, acting as a protector of the herd, patrols near an alligator. The horse charges at the alligator with a surprise attack and powerful kicks. Despite a brief snap, the alligator realizes this herd is not easy prey and retreats. Wild horses battling their own kind. Wild Mustang stallions fight for dominance in the Nevada desert. Two stallions rear up, clashing hooves in a fierce battle and biting each other until the aggressive challenger triumphs and asserts its control over the defeated rival. D. Unexpected scenes. Horse versus bull. In a showdown in a field, the horse uses its speed and agility to maneuver around the bull. The horse avoids direct attacks, using zigzags and turns to tire out the frustrated bull. It seems to have been a display of skill rather than a full-out fight. Horse versus fake horse. A real horse inspects a mannequin horse before delivering a powerful kick, sending the fake equine soaring into the air. Would you like me to elaborate on any of these specific confrontations, or perhaps rephrase any part of the summary? The Horse's Untamed Power, a documentary script. Get ready for the wildest clashes you've ever seen as horses prove they are more than just graceful grazers. From fending off wolves and wild boars to taking on alligators and even battling their own kind, these horses show what happens when you mess with the wrong herd. As prey animals, the horse's primary defense is flight, to run first and ask questions later. However, if they feel cornered, they switch instantly and violently to fight mode. The most effective and accurate weapon is the back kick, delivered with immense power by the hind legs. A single, well-placed kick can kill large predators like a cougar or wolf. For close-quarters combat against rivals, they use striking with their front hooves and biting, often targeting the neck or legs. The everyday clashes. In the pasture, two overly curious dogs decide to test a horse's boundaries. The first bulldog gets a lightning-fast back kick to the face with pinpoint precision, sending it stumbling backward. A second dog wisely retreats after witnessing the brutal display. Even when working, as shown by the horse on the beach, a tired equine will use a subtle, yet firm, movement to warn off a nosy dog. The larger farm animals also face the horse's power. An assertive camel approaches a horse. The horse rears up to meet the camel's height and delivers a powerful front strike with its hooves, forcing the massive ungulate to withdraw. Similarly, when a wild boar enters a pasture, a horse delivers a powerful kick straight to its face, ending the confrontation instantly. The scientific force. The power behind a horse's defense is not just instinct, it is a marvel of biomechanical engineering. The force is generated by massive muscles in the hindquarters, built for explosive strength and speed. A single, full-force kick from a horse can deliver between 1,200 to 2,000 pounds per square inch psi of force. This is roughly equivalent to being struck by a small car traveling at 20 miles per hour. A blow to the head or chest can be fatal. The horses demonstrate various kicks. The double-barrel kick, utilizing both hind legs simultaneously to repel a large threat. The spin kick, a quick, reflexive move to warn off side attackers, and the front strike, a powerful downward blow with the front hooves used when rearing. Confrontations with apex predators. The documentary now escalates to the raw survival instincts against the horse's most dangerous natural enemies. Grizzly bears are one of the few predators that pose an existential threat. The horse's primary tactic is huddling. They place the young foals in the center while the strong stallions and maras form a defensive ring. When a bear tries to penetrate the ring, the horses don't flee. Instead, they charge the bear with aggressive snorts and land precise, rapid kicks to the head and shoulders. The bear, despite its superior strength, retreats to avoid serious injury from the overwhelming force. The cougar, or mountain lion, relies on stealth and ambush. Wild horses, with their keen senses and fast reaction time, often detect the predator before it attacks. In one rare scene, a cougar attempts to leap onto a horse's back. The horse reacts violently, bucking, spinning, and rearing up to dislodge the attacker. A single accurate kick to the cougar's head can neutralize the threat, emphasizing that even the most agile predator must respect the horse's power. Display of dominance and protection. The protective nature of the herd extends beyond their own kind. A group of wolves attempts to prey on a baby yak that has joined the horses. The horses form an unexpected alliance of heroes surrounding the yak. The sheer force of their collective presence and the aggressive charge of the lead stallion forces the wolves to give up the easy meal. The brutal dominance battles of Mustang stallions in the Nevada desert are also captured. Two males rear onto their hind legs, clashing hooves and biting fiercely at the opponent's neck, not just to win, but to establish control and mating rights within the herd. Finally, the alpha horse confronts a large alligator near the water source. It charges the reptile, using powerful, focused kicks to deter it, proving that no territory is ceded without a fight. The horse's speed and willingness to engage make it the ultimate guardian of its domain. The silent language of battle. Before a single hoof is raised in conflict, the horse engages in a complex, silent dialogue. A horse rarely attacks without ample warning, making it the most communicative fighter in the animal kingdom. Understanding the equine language is essential to predicting the fight. The flattening of the ears, often called pinning, is a clear sign of irritation, signaling the horse is preparing to strike or bite. This is often followed by a quick head turn and a sudden swishing of the tail, used to ward off insects, but also employed as a subtle gesture of agitation against a rival. More dramatically, horses use vocalizations. The aggressive snort or squeal is a sign of extreme frustration and a warning to flee immediately. In dominance fights between stallions, a throaty scream accompanies the rearing, signifying a commitment to the ensuing violence. Herd dynamics often dictate the warning. A mare protecting her foal will use rapid, precise movements, a light nudge, or a quick half kick to establish boundaries without escalating the conflict. The herd operates as a finely tuned communication network, where a single stallion's flared nostrils can alert hundreds to an unseen predator. This complex system of nonverbal cues is the first and often last line of defense. The ancient warrior. A history of equine combat. The horse's prowess in battle is not limited to the wild, it is deeply interwoven with human history.